Aloha! Today I am bringing you a book haul! I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books this month. Admittedly, a lot of them were like deals and offers and things, as you will see. So it's not too bad, but the pile, because I sort of have them in a pile ready for a haul, it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was like, oops. But anyway, I've seen hauls that are bigger than this, so I don't care. Right, the first 3 books I got, I'm going to do them in sort of groups of when I bought them. I think that's going to be the thing. The first 3 books I got are from Waterstones. Now, the only reason I got these was because part of my Christmas present this year from my boyfriend was you get Waterstones when you buy books, or you spend £10, you get a stamp on one of those cards, and because he bought so many for me for Christmas, there was only like 3 stamps that needed doing, and then I was going to get my free £10 off. So I only had 1 stamp left when I went into Waterstones, with which I bought Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere, which is a sort of underworldy, Londony, darky fantasy kind of thing. I don't know. I've never read Neil Gaiman, so this will be interesting. I have to say I had a real job finding this, because I went in there thinking I wanted this because this was the first Gaiman I was interested in reading, and went to the Neil Gaiman section, it wasn't there. And then, I think I just found it on one of the sort of mini tables that they have around. So, yeah, that was a bit of an odd thing. It wasn't with the Neil Gaiman stuff, which was annoying. And then, with my £10 that I got from buying that one, because I went up to buy it and then went back in, I got these 2, which were on buy one, get one half price. So, I think I ended up paying like £2 extra, but yeah. So, bargains had to be done. First one of these is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I have Fangirl. I still haven't read it, but this is another sort of romancy, lovey-dovey situation by Rainbow Rowell, and everyone's raving about this one as well. Everyone seems to love everything by Rainbow Rowell, so I'm excited to read that. I'm normally sort of sceptical about buying books from authors if I've already got one that I haven't read, but I thought I'd give this a go. I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed with the condition of this. I know it's pernickety, but it's got like... And the next one is... I've just seen the author name, and this is going to be fun. It's kind of a funny story by Ned Vizzini. Oh, that wasn't too bad, actually. I've seen the film with this. I saw this years ago. Well, not years ago. It's not that old. About 2 years ago. And it was alright. This is a boy who goes to a psychiatric hospital, and his just journey there, really. Yes, it's alright. It's kind of a comic kind of view of it, which is good. And it's a floppy one, which I like. One of those floppy American ones that everyone goes on about. And I was a bit disappointed when I opened this up, because the text is, you can't really... It's huge. Now, it's another pernickety thing, but I really struggle with reading books with big text, because it's just like... So yeah, that was my Waterstones book. And next I bought Sarah Waters' Fingersmith, or Fingersmith by Sarah Waters would be a better way of saying this. I don't really know much about this. I've never read a Sarah Waters before, but it's about, basically, I think it's London in 1862, and I think it's like a bit of a mystery thing. A lot of people say it's really good, and a lot of people rave about Sarah Waters, so I think that's a good place to start. And the next book I got was The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, which is the second in the... I don't really know what it's called, but Shadow of the Wind was the first one, which I read last month, and didn't love it, but I thought, as I started it, and I realised as well the one I've got already, which is why I bought Shadow of the Wind, the one I bought first was the third one, so I had to buy this one so that I could read the third one. I'm not sure that it follows the same story as Shadow of the Wind, or the same sort of characters. I think it's set in the house that is in Shadow of the Wind, and it's quite a big feature of Shadow of the Wind, so we'll see. It's basically just a sort of mystery series which follows sort of books, really. So, yeah, it's like a forgotten library. Next I bought... This is a bit upsetting. Right, I'll do it in order. I bought Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, and I also bought A Storm of Swords by George R. Martin. I actually bought this one first because I saw it in a second-hand shop, and it was a small edition, which is the edition I got in the first book, which actually I was pretty annoyed about when it arrived because I ordered it online and it didn't say anywhere that it was a mini book. I suppose it wouldn't. It doesn't matter to most people, but it was a mini book. So I got this one because I wanted them all to match. And when I ordered this one, I was really careful. I checked that it was the same publishers and everything like that. And it came yesterday, and it is a big book, which is really upsetting, but there we go. I suppose it doesn't really matter. To be honest, I might buy the box set of these anyway, so, but I just, yeah. It annoys me because it's the same publishing house, and I purposefully bought this one instead of the first sort of listing on the page, which is what I did for the first one, because I looked for the Harper Voyager publishers, which are the ones who did the mini ones, and they did this one as well, I checked. And, yeah, it's big. Which annoys me because the first listing on the page actually had more pages in it, so I thought that might be the small one, but because this was Harper Voyager, I got this one instead. Very annoying! But, anyway, I'll survive, I suppose. And next, I bought the whole Divergent series by Veronica Roth. I don't feel I need to say much about these. To be honest, I don't really know much about these. It's basically a young adult dystopian, which has just been turned into a film, and everybody's raving about it. Everybody says the first one's better than the other ones, but I'm positive. I think I'll enjoy them. Have to say, I got these covers on purpose. Now, people might say that's a bit crazy because nobody seems to like these covers, but I much prefer them to the sort of big swirly blah thing. I think they're much more elegant and subtle. I'm not having much luck this month with my books matching and stuff, which never used to bother me, but in recent times it's become a thing, a big thing. So, in a charity shop, I picked up Specials by Scott Westerfeld, which is the third in the Ugly series, which follows Tally, who lives in a world, it's a dystopian world where everybody is made pretty at the age of 16, and it turns out that being pretty isn't all it's cracked up to be, basically. That's what happens in the first one, that's the only one I've read. But, for Christmas I got Pretties, which is the middle in the series, and fancy new cover, because I got Uglies years ago when I was like 14, and I don't actually think you can get the cover that I got that in anymore. It's all these sort of newfangled pretty ones, which are nicer, nice spines, but because this was in a charity shop, this goes with my Uglies. So these two go really well together. Then this happened, not so well, but yeah. I'm getting over it. Because, as I say, you can't get the covers anymore. So I did try and get the matching one, and it didn't exist. So that was sad. And the last book. See, that's gone quite quickly, because I've done them in groups. It didn't look so bad. The last book is Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy by Helen Fielding. Now, I wanted to buy this, but I have been putting it off because it's only available in hardback at the moment. And I've got all the others in paperback, well, both of the others in paperback, and I didn't really want the hardback because it's big and bulky and just, yeah, in the way. But I was charity shop shopping the other day. Most of these has come from charity shops this month, I'm afraid. And I saw outside they had a table which said 3 books for 50p. I didn't understand this. I was like, how can you do 3 books for 50p? That is like 16p each. What? But there was no other books I wanted, and I thought, I'm not being funny, this hasn't been out for long, it's 20 quid brand new, I got it for 50p. Could have been 16p, but I was being generous to charity. Nice like that. Basically, this is the Bridget Jones story, as everybody knows. It comes back to Bridget when she's older. Basically follows her adult life. I think she's got a child and stuff. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't know how much is spoilers. I mean, I know a bit more about it, but I don't want to say it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Nice, easy read. Got to get around to reading the second one first, even though I know what happens because I've seen the film, but I still want to read the book first. Yeah, that is everything. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad at all. Bye.